right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into year 9. That's right, the Tampa Bay Lightning, so far out of our 10-year career, we've done 8 years, and we're officially a dynasty already. We still have 2 more years to go, but even if we didn't make the playoffs in both those 2 years, it's been successful so far. 4 Stanley Cups in 8 years, 4 times in the last 5 years, 3 President's Trophies in the last 4 years, all right? But all good things must come to an end. We're getting to that point now where a lot of the players that have been with us since, year 2 or year 3 when we started to turn it around, they're going to want a lot more money, or they're getting too old now. We got to trade them away, all right? So now it comes to the point now where we have to set it up for the next GM taking over in 3 years, make sure they have no contracts coming up on year 10. Make the team so he can make trades, he can do what he wants with it, set it up for the future, and still remain competitive. All right, because we want to win another Stanley Cup, but we have to focus on the future because guys like Dustin Brown, Bernie Mac, Ekman Larson, they all may be gone after this offseason. They may have already just played their last game in a Tampa Bay Lightning uniform. All right. So here we go. What we're going to do here, I've already done some pre-scouting because I knew I had a lot of micromanaging to do. All right, I've already checked about some trades that I am interested in, what the contract situation is, and I'll get into that in a second. All right, first we'll just simulate up into the day before the draft. We'll see what kind of scouts are out there or what kind of rookies are out there. We'll see if Dustin Brown retired. I'm pretty sure he's the only guy who may possibly retire. I think he's like 33 or 34. So he may retire. I don't think he will, but he may retire. So we'll check that out. Then we'll go to awards. We'll check all that out. And then I'll give you guys my quick overview of how we're going to attack the draft. I really think guys like, especially Ekman Larson. Dustin Brown is definitely gone. But Ekman Larson, I think he may just walk for nothing. And I hate doing that, but yeah, okay. So we still have Dustin Brown. He didn't retire. But Ekman Larson, he's going to want like 12 mil. I know it. I could have traded him before the end of this year kind of thing, but I wanted him in our lineup because I knew he could help us win the Stanley Cup, and he did. But now it's almost like I wish I traded him away so we could have had full value for him because he's like a 92 overall offensive defenseman. He may just walk away. So we're going to have to get into that in a second. I'll get into that. Let's go to awards quickly. All right, and there you go, your Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning, third time in the last 4 years, baby. That's what I do. President's Trophy, 3rd time in the last 4 years. These last 4 years have been great for us. Clarence S. Campbell, Dallas Stars, Prince of Wales, there's us again. Art Ross Trophy, Sid the Kid. Hart Memorial, Hart Memorial Trophy, Sidney Crosby. James Norris, Eric Johnson. Lady Bing, Thomas Mechanics. Calder Memorial, Tristan Jerry. Ooh, I don't know who that guy is. All right. Conn Smythe, Malcolm Subban. All right, so he won the Conn Smythe for us in the playoffs. Even though he got injured, he still, they recognized him as the guy who got us to the final and won the final for us. Way to go, Sub-Zero. Way to go. His first piece of hardware. Vezina Trophy, Jim Reimer. William N. Jennings, same thing. Jim Reimer. Bill Masterton, Brady Austin. Frank J. Selke, Jonathan Toews. 4 years in a row. Maybe even 5. You can't even see that far. Dear God. Maybe I should get my hands around him, man. Ted Lindsay, James Reimer. Maurice Richard, Jamie Benn, Stanley Cup champions. All right, so there you go. There's your awards. Oh, excuse me. There's your awards. So we've checked out everything. Let's check out the which young prospects we may want to go after. What was that one guy? That Heatley guy? Let's see. Yeah, okay, so he's projected to go first. 7.5, 7.5. So he actually may be not like NHL ready, but he may have an okay shot, like somewhere in the 80s. Maybe kind of fast, with okay deking, and then everywhere else, like defensive category, like 60s and stuff. I wouldn't say he's a franchise player, but yeah, I want to get my hands around him. So the number 1 draft pick, I definitely want to go after this year, Howard Heatley. All right. Yeah, I want to get that guy. So we're gonna try and get that because we have the trade assets to work with. Now, I'll quickly just do a quick overview. All right, the contract situation. So, basically, goaltender, we know what's happening here. It's between Bernie Mac and Subban. Now, this is year 8, this is year 9, and this is year 10. So, I want to make sure that everyone has a contract up into the 21-22 season, all right? Having it end in 2021, that's not good because then the GM who comes in for me has to deal with the guy who may be walking away. This is going to be the first year after I'm gone, 21-22. So if they have a contract in that year, then the GM can trade them that year and he can get away with it, all right? So that's the year, and anything above that year I want to aim for any contracts I make now. Both Bernie Mac and Subban go to 21-22, all right? So we can roll with either one of them, and both of them are proven. Now I know you guys wanted to see whose individual stats are better. Boys, on paper, Bernie Mac is the better goalie, all right? He's got 90s where Malcolm Subban still has high 80s, but Subban proved himself. He's 5 years younger, and he has almost half the salary cap hit than Bernie Mac has. But Bernie Mac still has 4 good years in him, no doubt. All right, and his contract goes that long anyways. Subban, his contract goes 1 year longer, right? But then you're gonna have to sign him big money after that. But if you're looking on it just on a basis right now for the next 5 years, yeah, Subban's your man. So Bernie Mac is still better on paper, but everything else about Subban is better. Age, potential, contract. All right, and he's proven himself in the playoffs, Conn Smythe winner. So if I want to keep them both, but if we have to trade one of them away, Subban I think is the man to keep. All right, definitely. Defenseman now. Here's what I'm talking about. Look at the defenseman. Hedman, we have. Don't worry about Hedman. He's past 21, 22. Same thing with Beaulieu, Shattenkirk, Fensky, and Bisson. All right, so we have 5 defensemen that are locked up towards the 21-22 season. All right, so we're fine there. It's just Ekman Larson. Now, he was making $4 million. Look at him, 92 overall, 27 years old, unrestricted free agent. I can't even qualifying offer and trade him. This guy is going to want like a good 10 or 11 mil. All right, and I won't be able to afford that. I'm only going to have like 15 mil after Dustin Brown. So this guy may walk away for nothing, and his trade value may be like a Crosby trade value. So we're going to have to look at that, all right? Jordan Subban may be able to give him a contract, maybe. But here's the thing, right? If we have these top 5 guys who are signed past 21-22, all we need is that one more to fill up for Ekman Larson. And Bowen proved himself this year. He's got a contract coming up this year. We could sign him for more than 3 years, and there's 6 of our defensemen, all right? I don't have a problem with filling the void. It's just the fact that I don't want Ekman Larson just to walk, because that's a lot of trade value. It's like it was like when Chicago let Patrick Kane walk, all right? It's a big player just to let walk, so I want to take a look. I have a backup plan for that, but I'll get into that in a second. All right, Dustin Brown, we know is going to go. He's 34 years old, still has his C for potential. All right, yeah, he still has his C minuses, so he can still play another year and still not retire and still be 90 overall. But it's time for us to move on. We've had a great dynasty, so thank you, Dustin Brown. I'm going to send you somewhere nice. Don't worry about that. All right, so Dustin Brown's going. Len Little, we have to sign. He's probably only going to want 4 or 5 mil. Harper, we have. That's good. Nick Ritchie, he's going to probably want 3 or 4 mil. We got to sign him. Rahak, maybe. Piero Zobatel definitely played for a contract. If we can afford him, put him on the third line, possibly, all right? Possibly. But I want to get Ekman Larson signed. That's the big thing. And then centers, we have basically our top 6 locked up in our centers, all right? I mean, it's Stamkos, Shen, Sagan, Loftos, Danuge, and Granlund. There's 6. Braden Shen's going to be on the third line, but Len Little would be on the top 6. So there's 6 right there with Shen, Lemieux, Golden. There's 9, and then the fourth line we could figure it out. I mean, we still have Nick Ritchie that we have to sign. All right, Rahak possibly. So we already have players to go. We already have a full team to go. All right, but I want to keep Ekman. I don't want to keep him for the money that he's going to want. He's going to want a lot of money, but I want to get him so that I can trade him away for something more. All right. Just draft picks or something. So let's go into the draft here. Let's see who's got the number 1 pick. And it's the Islanders have the number 1 pick, all right? So we have a few trades to make here. The Islanders we're going to want to go for, but that's going to come last because I know I can get that. Now, there was 2 teams that I did some pre-scouting like I told you and who had defensemen who I thought that may be able to replace Ekman Larson. First on Colorado, there was this guy, not Eric Johnson, this is a Zaprikin guy. He's 26 years old. He's got 2 years left on a contract that's only like 2.7. All right, he's 90 overall, and he's a defensive defenseman. I was thinking of giving up our offensive defenseman, and since we have Subban in the net now, go after like really good defensive defensemen, kind of like that Boston Bruin thing that they did to us. Just have defensive defensemen everywhere, because we have a lot of defensemen with just a really good offensive category, Beaulieu and Shattenkirk. All right, we don't have any defensemen who just have an amazing defensive category. Ekman Larson and Hedman, they're wildcard studs. They have both categories. They don't count. I was thinking of getting like Hedman, Ekman Larson was leaving. Maybe even let Shattenkirk go right now so we can free up some more cap space so that we can sign Ekman Larson, then to trade him away as well. All right. So Zaprikin was one guy I was thinking about. But I think the real guy I wanted was on Florida. It was a young guy, Aaron Ekblad, 23 years old. His contract is coming up this year, which means he'll be a restricted free agent. So even if I can't sign him, I can tender qualifying offer, try to sign Ekman Larson. then do the trade and then sign Ekblad in free agency kind of thing. He's 92 overall already, B minus, all right, and I think I want to go after this guy. Yeah, this guy could definitely replace Ekman Larson. So if I'm going to go after Ekblad, we're going to have to give up some salary here. So I want to give up Shattenkirk, all right. Ooh, and they already go over. Oh my God, they already go over salary. All right, I'll give up Beaulieu instead of Shattenkirk. All right, why don't they accept that? Too much salary still? Hang on. This team may not work right off the bat because of the salary cap problems. Might have to go back to Colorado. Hang on. Yeah, I think I have to go back to Colorado. It's just not working out. It's saying that it would go through, but I think it's just still too much money. Do they have anyone on their team that can take a lot of cap hit and is not that good and has 1 year left? These trade values are too much. Come down here. 1 year left. 2 years left at 2.175. Cam Jansen. I don't want that. This Royer guy, I guess. No, this guy, Barbario. Yeah, Barbario. Still no? What if I put, hang on, let me just put another defenseman, like what's it called? Farfard. Yeah, Farfard's 25 years old. So yeah, this won't work. All right, so I can't get Ekblad. No, can't get Ekblad. I'm going to have to go after this Colorado guys. Zaprikin. Why won't this go through now? What the hell? Hang on, I'm just going to waste the phone here. Yeah, I got to waste the phone. This sucks. What's going on? We are not comfortable being so close to the maximum salary cap. Really? We're that close? God damn, this is not good. All right, maybe I won't be able to make any trades. That's all right. Colorado. Let's try this again. Defenseman. Zaprikin. There we go. For Shattenkirk. No, all right. Instead of Shattenkirk, Beaulieu. Still won't work. All right, do they have anyone on their team that they can... any guys with really high salary with really low trade value? Hang on. Oh, here we go. Pair. All right. What if I put that Farfard guy there now? Farfard. Still no, eh? Wow. All right, these guys don't want to accept any of this stuff. All right, so we're not going to be able to make the trades with Beaulieu and Shattenkirk. I think Ekman Larson is just going to walk, boys. I think he just has to walk. I can't make... should I just make a trade for a draft pick? Should I just make a trade for a draft pick? I mean, I want to keep Shattenkirk, but I'd rather trade him away, sign Ekman Larson, and then trade Ekman Larson, say, for that Ekblad guy, and then you're replacing Shattenkirk anyways right there. Shattenkirk's not bad, but he's better offensively. He doesn't have the greatest defensive category. He really doesn't. And I want to get good on the defensive side. I mean, we can keep Beaulieu because he's so cheap, and then give up Shattenkirk. Yeah, I want to do that. All right, let me try to find a team. I'm not looking for whatever this no 2 years left. Well, hang on, let me see what Cody Ceci was about. I don't want to do too much scouting. This is why I did the pre-scouting. I didn't want to get too much into this. No. See, there's going to be a lot of defensemen who are around the same now because we're so far into it. Sproul guy, 26 years old. Let's see. Ian Sproul. No. Don't need anyone like this. We need to free up the cap space right now. Yeah, I don't need any. I don't need any guys. I need young guys who maybe be like qualifying offer guys. Like, damn, why can't I go after Ekblad? Damn. Why can't you guys have a little bit more salary cap space? That's all right. I'm just going to do a quick look. I don't want to do this right now. Subban, no. Nickel. Let's see, this guy, he'll probably be restricted free agent after defensive defenseman. No, he's got more of an offensive category. All right. Yes, this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Shattenkirk and Beaulieu. We're trading both of them away, all right? This is going to be some crazy trades here. Yeah, we're trading away Shattenkirk and Beaulieu right here, boys, right here. We find a team that can accept them. Phoenix, so we're sending them to the Western Conference. It's fine by me. All right. Now, Phoenix, you're going to give... Actually, you know what? We'll trade them for the Islanders. Can they accept it from the Islanders? You know what? Instead of giving them Shattenkirk, I'll just give them Beaulieu for their number 1 pick. All right. Probably won't go through the way it is right now. But let me give you a second as well. All right, so Beaulieu, a second, a sixth, and a fifth. I'm just going to load it up, whatever. All right, because we're getting one of our trades out of the way, and we're freeing up some cap space to sign Ekman Larson with this trade. I know Beaulieu is great, boys, but I told you the dynasty's got to fall, and we have plenty of young guns who are ready to come up, all right? And we're going to free up some cap space here with Beaulieu and Shattenkirk taking the hit. all right, for Ekman Larson, because I want to get his trade value, and then we can pretty much get any defenseman that we want, all right? So Beaulieu, a second, a sixth, and a fifth for our first-round pick. The first-round pick of this year, will it go through? Yes, it did. The New York Islander fans are going to be cheering in the streets, all right? And remember, we're doing we're reforming the look of our team. I want a defensive defenseman. Every single defenseman on our team is going to have a good defensive category, all right? None of this one-off crap.